Imagine a group of college friends that found out one of their friends had early on-stage dementia. They created this incredible nonprofit organization that I'm so excited to share with you guys.
Welcome to Senior Care Made Simple, an elder care podcast, your guide to navigating home health care with confidence. Hosted by Andrea Albertini, founder and CEO of Horizon Care Services, an industry leader in private duty home care in South Florida. To learn more, visit horizoncareservices.com.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us again for one more episode of Senior Care Made Simple podcast. Good morning, Doris. We have some awesome guests today.
I know, I can see them. They're awesome. Thank you for having me, and thank you for the listeners.
We are very excited that you guys are joining us again as we continue this podcast 2026. We have a very special guest. For some of you who don't know or are listening to from the first time, we are in Palm Beach, Florida, and where we have a lot of elderly people, we have a lot of retiree, but we also have a lot of generous heart. And today we have in the studio Carla Pisani and Scott Taroff. They created an amazing organization. It's a nonprofit organization. It's called earlyonset.org. And we're going to be introducing Carla and Scott.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
So we want you to share with the listener, because you have shared that with me when we met, both of you. And I was really impressed that you created this nonprofit organization from an experience that you had with some of your friends.
Absolutely. Scott and myself have been childhood friends with, I guess there's about 6 of us.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, we've been friends since school age. We're both in our 60s now, and we really feel strongly about early onset dementia because it's something that has not been really talked about. There are very few informational websites, and I'm going to let Scott tell a little bit about our story and how friends started to help friends and how we evolved.
About 7 years ago, one of our friends was getting sick and having trouble remembering stuff and keeping a job. And he got diagnosed along the way with that he was lazy, that he must be on drugs, that he must be an alcoholic. And it ends up that he was eventually diagnosed with early onset dementia, which is anyone under the age of 65. And I know when we normally think about dementia, we're thinking about older people. And that's not really true. There's groups of millions of people that have either been misdiagnosed, so they never find out they have early onset dementia, or that they end up being just cast off as they end up being homeless or end up being just misdiagnosed and they're lazy, they're all these other things. So when our friend got diagnosed, we made a decision on how to help him and then realized how big the problem was. And what we did was we started our foundation. It's earlyonset.org is the website, but we started it. It's EOD is the actual name of the company itself. And we ended up finding that our friend needed help, both financially and support-wise. And he would have been out on the street if he was misdiagnosed or wasn't diagnosed at all. So we started this, just a group of friends to support our friend. And since then, it has grown to the point that we started this nonprofit organization that is currently helping people who have early onset dementia and did not have the financial means to live in dignity.
So define helping. What does it involve?
Today, it involves financial help. So they go, a lot of times they have to go live in different homes, and they don't have any money because they weren't able to keep jobs, or their family may not be able to support them. So we help support them in group homes where they can live and be treated correctly.
Do you provide mental health or assistance in the mental health realm?
We gear them and try to lead them to the right places. We are not in charge of their care. What our foundation does is connect people and pay for the portion of financial to help them have a place to live, to eat, to sleep, to be cared for, to pay for whatever it is that they need to live.
So basically, Doris, one of the main things that happens with early onset dementia, and I think we have talked about that in our podcast before, we encounter ourselves with a lot of people between the age of 52 to 62 who are working, who got married late in life, who has children in high school. And now all of a sudden, the wife doesn't know what to do with them. They get separated, they get divorced. So basically what earlyonset.org does is provide them, which is what's need the most, which is housing, right? So one of the problems that is happening now in our industry is that there is not a lot of assisted living that is taking people under the age of 62 or 65, Carla? I'm not sure.
62.
62. Yeah. So that's why Scott said that sometimes, it comes to a point that they have to put them in a group home. So it's basically, which is the most critical part of this problem that's going on is housing. Healthcare, they can get it from the state. Psych, they can get from the state. Medication from the insurance in the state.
Correct.
They can get all that, but not housing unless they are Medicaid. So Medicaid in the state of Florida, every state, just so you know, because I know there's a lot of listeners who are not from Florida, and every state have different rules and regulations for Medicaid. Like Philadelphia has Philadelphia Corporation of Aging, again, is for aging, right?
Correct.
It's for olderly.
And how about the person who has no wife, no husband, no child, no parents, no relatives? So in our case, our friend from childhood didn't have anything. No bank account. How is the person with early onset dementia that can't remember where they parked their car or can't remember how to drive or can't remember to take their medicine? How are they going to call Medicaid, fill out Medicaid, go online? They can't. They are incapable.
Exactly.
So these people, this group of people are winding up on the street.
Yes.
Or in jail.
Yeah. Because they don't know. The police doesn't know.
Correct.
I mean, a lot of them wander the streets, and I'm sure that, in your cities and whoever is listening to the podcast right now have that same problem. And sometimes you wonder, what is this person doing in the streets, right? Especially New Jersey, Boston, Philadelphia, where it's cold up there. It's cold. And you wonder what's happening. And what's happening basically is all those young people, they are not yet diagnosed with onset dementia.
Correct.
And it's going around the world, not just here. And it's very interesting, Doris. I don't know if you remember this, but we have talked about with one of our psychologists why this is happening more so than ever. And it's from alcohol abuse or a lot of medication. Could be sleeping pills is one of them. Alcohol is one of them. Drugs is one of them.
That is very true. And there is also a genetic component.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
There is also that
genetic
as well, which we found out after we were, watching the progression of the disease with our dear childhood friend. And luckily, and God brought us all together after very many, many years where we are able to join forces, use our own finances. And now what we're doing is we raise money through donations, through lunch and learns, through brunch and learns, through events. We have a renowned Dr. Paul Winner who's going to be speaking for us on early onset dementia to kind of open up the conversation out there and to see, what is it that these patients, these people need? What do they need? You know?
And it's more common than you think. You think that because I know a 50-year-old that has early onset. Early onset. Now, my question to you is, if I give him your phone number, will you help him? I mean, he's only 50 years old.
That's exactly who we would like to help. They're the ones that get lost in the system itself. So yes, please give them our phone numbers, and we try to work with that person in finding them. How are they living? Maybe they can't get a job. They need money to eat, but they have someone to take care of them. Whatever that is, early onset dementia, we try to help. And we also have outside people where we can try to help them fill out paperwork. If they can't do that themselves, we try to walk them through the process itself.
So you have resources for these people, for women and men, to help them fill out the paperwork, to help them do their daily needs?
We attempt to help them through the entire process. First identifying what their needs are,
right,
and then coming up with a match to help them.
That's great. That's really awesome. And I didn't know about this organization. I am into PR and marketing, so I really want everybody to hear about you. What is the website again? And do you have a phone number they can contact you?
Yes, absolutely. The phone number goes directly to me, Carla Pisani, at 561-632-4164. Feel free, if you know someone that is in need, or you have questions that I may be able to help answer, I am always available 24/7. We do have an event coming up to help raise money, but more importantly, it's educational. So the ticket price is $75. It's 100% tax deductible, going directly to benefit those in need. We do not take any fees out, or there's no paid professionals working on this. It's a grassroots organization of friends helping people in South Florida. And we really want people to come out to it. It is going to be at Meyer Academy, and that is in Palm Beach Gardens. It's 5225 Hood Road, Palm Beach Gardens. It's on a Sunday at 10:30 a.m. We'll have a wonderful brunch. We'll have the MC Shannon Cake. Shannon is a pretty well-known journalist and a past anchor for many, many years in Palm Beach. Also, we have an amazing keynote speaker, Dr. Paul Winner. Dr. Winner is a wealth of information and will be guiding people through what is early onset dementia and how this organization can help.
Absolutely.
He's an amazing man.
He's incredible. He's really is amazing. And he have the research center in Palm Beach.
Yes.
And he's amazing.
Yeah, we'll have a lot of great information there. And Andrea, I really hope that Horizon Care Services will be there to give out information and help support anyone that is needed there, because you've been a great support to our foundation as well.
Oh, absolutely. And I want to get more involved, as I mentioned. So if you have a committee, I can get, at least 5 or 6 committee members that can help promote the event. And I think that we can make it really really nice event.
One patient, one person at a time. We want to make a difference in Palm Beach County. So thank you. We appreciate all the help. It is grassroots, and we want everyone out there who maybe this has affected or has an interest in learning more to please give us a call. Again, that's Carla Pisani at 561-632-4164, or you can reach us on earlyonset.org.
That's amazing. Horizon is all about pay it forward, giving back to the community. Love to have it in the website. And if you give me the dates, I will also put it in the newsletter that goes out once a month.
That would be amazing. Thank you both.
And it's so incredible to have such an amazing heart. And I'm so proud to know you. And I know that my family go back ways with you.
That's for sure. 50 years.
50 years.
50.
Yep. Yeah. So to be able to meet you later on in life, it's been amazing. And you have done you both have done such an incredible job. And I really want to help grow this organization as much as I can. So thanks for being in the show today.
Thank you.
It's an honor. Thank you.
I know that a lot of you listeners have had some kind of dementia, Alzheimer's family members at some point in time. And if any of you would like to donate, Carla, please explain to the listeners how they can donate. Because remember, there's a lot of people that are not locally in Palm Beach County that's listening to the podcast.
Absolutely.
So please guide them to where they can go and provide a donation, please.
www.earlyonset.org. There will be a donate button. That is our website. It's very simple. If any of our listeners are unable to go to the website, I know it seems very simple for most people, but there are a lot of people that do not have access to internet. Feel free to pick up the phone and call me. Your donations are 100% tax deductible, as well as 100% going directly financially to impact in a great way these people that who otherwise would be homeless.
See, this is what I love about organizations like this. There's a lot of nonprofit. The very little bit goes actually to the cause.
Yeah.
And most of them actually goes to pay for the CEOs and the CFOs and administrative costs. Mm-hmm. And this is why I love to be able to connect myself with those foundations where most of the proceeds, or 100% of the
100%. We are definitely all volunteers.
Yes.
So I have a question for you. I know you have an event February 22nd, you said. Mm-hmm. What if a listener wants to sponsor this event? Do you have sponsorship opportunities?
We absolutely do. We are looking for companies or individuals that are willing to donate for the food, for the, any little expenses that we have. And what in turn we will do is promote their business, their foundation, whatever it is that they need. We have lots of different opportunities. I won't go into them now, but again, if they give me a call, if they're willing to help, anything from volunteers to dollars to actual products, we do need a lot of help there. So that would be amazing.
Thank you so much, Scott. And thank you so much, Carla, for coming and sharing this amazing organization with us.
Thank you so much for having us. And just a reminder, it's earlyonset.org if you want information about us or if you would like to donate and be involved.
Absolutely. Let's pay it forward, listeners.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, everyone. I'm Andrea Albertini, your host for Senior Care Made Simple podcast. If any of you would like more information about this amazing organization, earlyonset.org, please email us at seniorcaremadesimplepodcast@gmail.com. And if anyone is interested in coming into the show and talk about anything and everything, please let us know as well. seniorcaremadesimplepodcast@gmail.com. Thank you so much, everybody. See you next time.
Senior Care Made Simple, an elder care podcast, has been brought to you by Horizon Care Services, your private duty choice in home care in South Florida. For more information on acquiring home care assistance, visit horizoncareservices.com.